Assalamu alaikum. May I come in?
आ जाओ ठीक है.
Yes.
So please, you can introduce yourself to all of us.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sara Khalil. I hail from Thari Mirwa. The village is Walidat Khan, and it's in district Khairpur. I belong from the family of Loon Baloch. My grandfather was also a member of the West Pakistan Legislative Assembly. His tenure was around from 1964 to 1969. And 1969, sorry. After that, my father right now is working in Sindh Bank. My maternal side, is also from Sindh, from Tando Mohammad Khan. And my grandfather was working as an ex-career civil servant as well. He was working as a principal in one of the oldest institutes in the federal capital, Islamabad H9 College for Men. And my mother is also an associate professor of English literature. She is currently serving in the government sector. As far as my educational background is concerned, I'm currently pursuing my master's in business administration from NUST Business School. And I have a bachelor's degree in business administration from FAST School of Management. And as far as my work experience is concerned, I started interning in the second year of my bachelor's. I first interned in Polish Oil and Gas. It was a Polish company. And in the third year of my bachelor's, I interned in China Three Gorges. I was also working as a freelance content writer. I have also worked as a teaching assistant in my own university. After my second attempt in civil services, I rejoined the corporate sector, and I worked as a marketing executive for O3 Interfaces. It was a design and development company, and we were developing the UBL digital banking application. I was the content and marketing lead for it. Joining the civil services has always been a passion and a dream of mine, which is why I had to forgo that job as well. And I feel like it is the best way to serve the community that has uplifted and brought me here today. Thank you.
Thank you. So you hail from rural Sindh.
Yes.
How many candidates have qualified from rural Sindh this time?
Sir, approximate number is about 42 candidates.
42 candidates.
Yes, and I think the girls are about 7.
7 girls?
Yes.
So you hail from Khairpur district?
Yes, district Khairpur.
So you can tell us something about district Khairpur? What is the profile of the district?
So as far as the administrative profile of the district is concerned, the district is the home to a lot of historical places. The district became part of Pakistan in 1955. It used to be a former Khairpur state, and it was basically founded by Mir Shurab Khan Talpur, and his mahal is also over there. So, Khairpur is also the home to a wildlife sanctuary. It's called Mehrano, and there are multiple infrastructural and historical monuments over there. For instance, one of the most notable one being the Sachal tomb in Ranipur, Khairpur. Kot DG is also over there, and it was founded by Mir Shurab Khan Talpur after he won his war in 1783, I presume.
Lately, the finance minister of Pakistan was in Washington having a dialogue with the IMF. So what are the latest news?
The finance minister of Pakistan, Shaukat Tareen, had to withdraw from the IMF talks, and what happened in those talks would be disclosed later. But as far as the financial analysts are concerned, they're thinking that it was probably because of the fact that Pakistan was trying to fulfill all of the IMF regulations and all of the IMF commands. However, since our tax to GDP ratio is not as strong, and there were a lot of other things that we couldn't take into consideration at the moment, which is why the talks decided to forgo. And we are still in the process of talks are still ongoing, and I feel like they will be ongoing in the future as well. And the $6 billion loan is still at hold at the moment.
There was a meeting of Financial Action Task Force. Pakistan is still being kept in the grey list. Why?
Pakistan is still being kept in the grey list because of as there are two perceptions to it. The first is the Western perception to this decision. The Western perception of it is that Pakistan was not able to comply to all of the conditions that the FATF had imposed. For instance, their anti-money laundering and terror financing and the documentation of the black economy. These were some of the major concerns from the Western sector. Pakistan wasn't able to comply to those, and this was the Western concern. However, Pakistan has been successful in achieving 30 out of the 34 points, and since Pakistan is adamantly trying, but there is an external factor of intervention of some countries that don't have Pakistan's national interest at heart, and there is a leg pulling in this community as well. That is why Pakistan is still being grey-listed, even though there are a lot of the conditions have been fulfilled.
Sarah, lately we have seen that out of this Afghanistan crisis and exit of American from Afghanistan, there is some trends changing in relation of Pakistan and USA. What do you say? What do you see? How you analyze this situation? What are these new trends in relation between Pakistan and US?
History has been a testament to the fact that US has not always been too loyal with its allies. As Richard Nixon classified Pakistan as the allied allies, he basically, the point over here, the future of the US and Pakistan relations as far as the Taliban is concerned, there is a lot of Western backlash specifically targeting Pakistan, as the hasty withdrawal that they took was for some reason a part of Pakistan's concern. However, Pakistan has always been advocating for a one peace process, and Pakistan has always complied with every direction that was given from the West. However, the failure of USA to withdraw and this hasty withdrawal, they're trying to make Pakistan the scapegoat of their withdrawal process. In the future, this can hamper some of our relations with the US, specifically when it comes to maintaining a trust deficit with them. And if we are to have relations with them where we consider ourselves equal and equal allies, being the scapegoat in the one peace process is a very negative thing. So the relations, as far as the current future is concerned, Pakistan is pivoting towards China rather than USA, specifically when it comes to this withdrawal.
Pakistan is member of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. How do you analyze this partnership with Russia and China in future?
In the future. So Shanghai Cooperation Organization has joining the Shanghai Cooperation Organization was always a really good opportunity for Pakistan as far as regional connectivity is concerned. Pakistan has to take into consideration the important stakeholders, specifically in the South Asian region, for instance, China and Russia. And the reason for that is that our relations with USA have not always been stable. Sometimes in some decades we're the forefront and the face of peace processes. However, like the hasty withdrawal at the moment, we're the scapegoat of this, which is why pivoting towards China and Russia could prove to be beneficial for Pakistan in the near future. However, Pakistan must be cognizant of the fact that we shouldn't just steer towards China and Russia in the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, because the countries that are pivoting only towards China are neglected in the geopolitical and geopolitical landscape. For instance, an example of North Korea can be taken. Another example